Welcome to the Via Stoica Podcast. I'm Benny, and we're here to look at a Stoic quote. This time it's from Epictetus. I really like this one, and I like them all. Maybe you've noticed if you're following this, I really like them all, and they speak to me on a very personal level. And maybe you have other quotes. If you would like us to talk about certain quotes that you've read that really have an impact on you, let us know. Reach out, send us a message, leave a comment. We'd love to look at that, and also let us know why, and maybe we can talk about those then as well. And if you like what we're doing here, please subscribe and leave a like. Send it to people you think might be able to use this information. That would be really awesome, because we want to spread this message out as much as we can. Again, we're not here to turn people into Stoics, but we do think there is a lot of value in this ancient philosophy. That's why we're doing what we're doing, because it has helped us. It has helped me personally in my life, and my life is so much better now on many different levels. But you can listen to the regular episodes on Tuesday to learn more about that. And these are the quotes episodes, and I'm going to dive right into it. But if you need more quotes and if you want to find more inspiration, you can go to viastoica.com, where we have hundreds of quotes ready for you with the references, all verified, all real quotes, no paraphrases. A lot of the times you find these quotes online, they're not real. So Via Stoica, they're all real. But here we go. Epictetus, again, my lovely book, the Everyman edition, chapter 2. The title here in this book is How is One to Preserve One's True Character in Everything? And this quote is really directly lined up to that. So it goes as follows. For it is you who know yourself, and what value you set upon yourself, and at what rate you sell yourself. I really like that quote, and there's a little added to it. Is like, for different people sell themselves at different prices. Now, what is he talking about here? There's some other translations quite similar, but I'll just read them for you real quick. You know how much you are worth to yourself, and at what price you sell yourself. You know how much you are worth in your own estimation, and therefore at what price you sell yourself. So these translations all really go into the same topic. But what are we talking about here, right? We have, first of all, we have this start of the quote, you know yourself. At least we should know ourselves. That's the maxim at the Apollo, the temple of Apollo in Delphi. Know yourself, know thyself. Now the other one was nothing in excess, right? There we have kind of the wisdom. Socrates was famous on this, right? He says, like, an unexamined life isn't worth it, right? So you need to examine yourself, who you are. And only then, once we start to do that, once we start to eliminate all the external opinions, all the other views, all the grades that we get at school, the job evaluations, all those people who are telling us that we're either not worth it, or we are, or we more than worth it, or whatever, right? We need to look within to find our true worth and know who we are. And then we can see at what price we're going to sell ourselves. Now, this is a crazy thing, right? To imagine, like, oh, am I selling myself? A lot of the times we do, and it goes maybe to find favor. Epictetus talks in a certain thing, in a certain discourse, I can't remember exactly which one, where he talks about being invited or not to a dinner with some kind of nobleman or some kind of person, right? And this person is distressed. He's like, oh, I wasn't invited. And he's like, well, if you wanted, there's a large cost at being invited to a certain dinner. You would have to maybe suck up to this person, maybe pay them, maybe give them some other favors, maybe something else, right? Or you have to even maybe just be friendly with them, and they are horrible people. That's the price you're going to be paying to be sitting at that table, if you think that sitting at that table is so important. There's even in Diogenes Laertes, where he talks about, I think it's Diogenes the Cynic, who talks to Plato, and while Diogenes is washing some lettuce or some kind of thing, Plato comes and says, like, oh, if you've only been more favorable to Dionysus, the tyrant, you wouldn't have to be washing your own lettuce. And he's like, well, you could have been washing your own lettuce if you just hadn't, sold yourself to Dionysus. And that's how he sees the difference. You've sold yourself, your character, your morals, your principles, your values, to be somewhere, right? To be in favor of some external, in this case, a person, or maybe even some external thing. Maybe you've taken on a job that really goes against your values because you want to have maybe a fancy car, maybe a more expensive house, maybe to buy the things that you really want to buy. But at what cost? They don't just cost money. They also cost your time. And that's a quote we've dealt with before. And Seneca talks about this a lot. Your time is your most precious thing. That's what we've got to protect, right? So we've got to make sure that we are not just putting our value into things and external things. We got to look at our own character, our own soul. The Stoics, they want us to reach for a state of eudaimonia, a good spirit state. state of good character, of good soul. And that's what we've got to protect. That's where our real value is. It's not in these externals and money and wealth and fame and status. That's something that will come and go and often is determined by other people, whether we have it or not. It can be taken away, and we would have done things that we didn't want to do, and we've corrupted our character. We can do it far less. We don't have to have all of those things. So next time when you are making that decision of wanting to join a group of people, wanting to go to a certain dinner, maybe meeting someone that you revere or think highly of, also remember at what price you are selling yourself. What is it that you have to do to belong there? What is it that you have to fall in line for or give up or sell out on to be there? It's not just the things that we buy. It's not just the money that we make. It's also how we present ourselves to ourselves. We know who we are. We know what our values are. We know what we're good at. And that's why these messages are so important. Remember these things. It's not just about getting external things. No, how do I get them? How do I present myself? How am I there? If you're invited for a dinner and you could, with all your morals and your values intact, go to the dinner or not. Now you are free to choose. You wouldn't have a master, if you will, deciding where you can go and where you can't go. And that's what it's about, finding that freedom, finding the value in your life and maintaining that. That's really vitally important. So again, thank you very much. I'll read it one more time and think about this and leave a comment with your thoughts on it and how you find your value. Because Epictetus says, "For it is you who know yourself and what value you set upon yourself and at what rate you sell yourself." So make sure that you don't sell yourself cheap. Make sure that you look at your internal compass, your guide, your diamond that is your moral guardian, where you can see, am I doing the right thing here? Should I be following this or not? So make sure that you follow that and listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. If something tells you, this isn't right, then maybe it isn't. Maybe you should pause and reflect on it. Because it's so valuable who you are, and don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself too cheap just to get some approval from something else or to get this external that you think will make your life happy. Because once you ride that new car and you've sold who you are, you're not going to feel happy there in that car. You're not going to feel happy in that company if it isn't the company that you wish to be around. So be selective. But first, know yourself. Then know what you're worth and sell yourself accordingly. And that's all based on your internal compass, your internal nature, and on the nature around yourself, based on virtue and on living in accordance with nature. Again, thank you very much. If you like this, please subscribe. If you have questions, if you're struggling with this, reach out. You can book a free consultation on viastoica.com, where we can help you with Stoic practices, look at it through a different lens, challenge your ideas, where we can help you set the right value and make sure that you don't sell yourself short. Again, thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next one.